What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we're jumping into Flashpoint Beyond, issue number 5. We are getting very close to the ending, and the last issue was a huge reveal. We see Martha Wayne, aka the Joker of Flashpoint. And Thomas Wayne has just figured out the Clockwork Killer, the one that seems to be stopping him from going and getting rid of Flashpoint. It has been Martha the entire time. There has also been a lot of stuff going on with the Time Hunters and Hyper Time. Now, they have been very vague, not really letting us know exactly what is going on, but this issue is going to dive headfirst into that, and we're also going to learn that Dark Crisis is connected to this story. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we pick up with issue number 5, 2 days after the Dark Crisis, having Mr. Terrific and Dr. Baxter sitting down on a television show, Dr. Baxter being one of the Time Hunters. We are actually learning a great deal of things. We learn that the Great Darkness is in fact defeated, that the Justice League has returned. And as Mr. Terrific goes on talking about the Omniverse, how it affected everything everywhere, Dr. Baxter goes on to let him know that while all of that is great, it's important, you're only talking about one side of the equation, because with the Great Darkness, space and time were affected. Mr. Terrific leaving out that time, it was severely affected. And when we're talking about hyper time is never stagnant. It's almost emotional. And this is because it reacts. It changes with people, continuously growing, splintering on into endless numbers of timelines. At every major personal crossroad, a choice is made. In those times of great importance, that is when timelines can split. When this happens, new timelines are created in hypertime. But unlike parallel Earths, ones that come and go, these alternate timelines inside of hypertime, they exist forever. Going on to say that it is unpredictable. In hypertime, it remains mostly unexplored. That is where Time Hunters come in. Now, Mr. Terrific, he would argue that Rip Hunter and the Time Hunters, they can be very reckless with the timeline. Not only that, they are accused of messing with everybody's memory, which to a point, this is true. While they weren't behind the first crisis in time, it revealed a bridge between the two sides of existence, the divine continuum. This event did slightly change collective history. Those traveling through time, they are painfully aware of exactly what is being rewritten. For everybody else, they refer to it as the Mandela effect. But in comparison, this is small scale. We have seen a whole slew of individuals affecting the timeline, from the Flash to Dr. Manhattan. And so while all the skies were red, while the Omniverse is under siege from the Great Darkness, the crisis that is involving hypertime, it remains hidden from the public. The world, the people of it, they have very little understanding or knowledge of the war on time that is waged daily. Getting an alert on her watch, letting her know that the lab is under attack and Rip Hunter is gone. In the blink of an eye, we see the Doctor disappear. This is where we pick up with Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. We also have Ra's al Ghul. Now, up to this point, Ra's al Ghul was presumed to be dead. If this does in fact take place 2 days after Dark Crisis, because it doesn't show any kind of timestamp, so we're not 100% sure exactly when this moment is taking place. But he does go on to say that he is presumed to be dead. But Ra's al Ghul has come here not to fight, not to try to control anything or take anything over. He has come with information, reading Kovac's journal, doing his research elsewhere. He is very aware of Thomas Wayne, giving him a folder that says the Time Masters. He lets him know that there is a way to save his father, that there is still time, but it is very much running out. Picking up with Thomas Wayne one day after Flashpoint was recreated. He is hightailing it all the way over to Arkham. He has just learned that the Joker, the Clockwork Killer, Martha Wayne, is the one behind everything going on, with Penguin getting on the phone with him, trying to let him know that Dexter escaped, that he went to find his mother, not knowing how sick she is, not knowing that she is Two-Face. He worries that the boy may be in danger, and Thomas Wayne, he completely blows it off, saying the only thing that matters is Martha. And while he may not understand it now, this world does not matter. It does not exist. The only thing that matters is getting to Martha and stopping her from stopping Batman from destroying this world. That's where we pick up with the Clown Princess herself, coming out from the wall inside the cell of our new Two-Face. Miss Dent and young Dexter sitting here holding one another. Dexter is terrified, but Two-Face wants to hear what our Joker has to say. And while she does go to tell a joke, it takes her a minute to get it out, and before she can reach the punchline, we have Thomas Wayne, our Batman, comes crashing through the window. As the two of them begin their brawl, he is trying to figure out why she is doing this, why she would kill all of those people. And so with Batman currently being preoccupied, we see Miss Dent taking Dexter into the elevator, appearing to care for him, appearing to be a loving mother, but also having the other personality, having Two-Face come out, holding Dexter tighter and tighter. It looks like she just might be killing him, and Batman is unable to reach them in time before the elevator doors close. As Joker and Batman continue their brawl, locking themselves inside a room before all the guards show up on site. This is where Thomas Wayne, he demands some kind of answers, because she died. And though she's been wondering all of this herself, ever since Psycho Pirate started talking about Bruce Wayne, hearing him within the walls of Arkham, she went to his cell and made Psycho Pirate spill his guts. And then she gutted him like a fish. She knows everything. How this world has changed from what it once was. How Bruce became Batman. And how the Joker was born. She also learned about the Joker from where Psycho Pirate comes from. The Joker that faces off against Bruce Wayne. Laughing that that Joker was a man. And his name was Jack Oswald White. Before she butchered the time travelers, he was the first person she went to see. In this world, in Flashpoint, simply out of curiosity. In this world, Mr. White was a failed comedian with a wife and child stuck in a mediocre job cleaning for a living, cleaning inside the Wayne Casino. But they are a happy family, and so she let them live. But this made her angry. Coming up from behind Batman in the darkness, she is able to stick a knife into his side. But as she listened to all the crazies go on and on and on, she learned more and more and more. And so she knows what she has to do. She would do anything to save Bruce Wayne. This is where we see down in the sewers, an entire investigative operation, learning about every single individual that she would need to take down. Not only that, she has a freaking time machine. This is where she really starts to fill in some questions. After she was left for dead, she woke up and she found a stream that took her out to a cave. This cave led her down into the sewers. Just so happens to be underneath Arkham. Through all of these pipes, she heard Psycho Pirate. Heard him talking about how this world shouldn't be. Hunting down every potential time traveler. Taking everything that they knew. And also leaving a trail for Batman to follow. Keeping him busy while she built her time machine. The problem is, the globe can't contain hyper timeline. It is currently leaking through. She hates this place as much as Thomas does. She wants to go back in time and ensure that they are the ones that die in that alley, that Bruce Wayne lives. and all it cost them is the entire universe. This is where we pick up with Bruce Wayne and our Time Hunters. The leader of the Time Hunters, Rip Hunter. He has showed up on site, letting Bruce know that he knows exactly why he is here, as Bruce Wayne lets him know that he is not going to let him interfere in any of this. Batman doesn't have a choice. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, this one is a lot. When you're dealing with time travel, it really can just go in all kinds of different directions. You're not sure what place you're in, you're not sure what moment you're in, you're not sure if you are in the future, if you're in the past. It's all over the place. But really what we're learning is that inside of Hypertime, there is a crisis going on. Not necessarily connected to Dark Crisis, but could be very well connected to everything going on with Flashpoint. We still don't know the reasoning behind all of that. We also don't know who is behind Dark Crisis. We know that Pariah, he seems to be the poster boy for it, but Mr. Terrific and some of the others, they do speculate that there is someone that has corrupted the Great Darkness. Now that could be the Joker, that could be Martha Wayne, having a time machine. Who knows what is possible? You know, in the beginning of this comic, one thing we did see is 2 days after Dark Crisis, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that is the future. That is more like a possible future, at least until it has been solidified as, in fact, being the future. But as we move away from all of this time travel talk, there is one very notable thing that I want to bring up, and that is the name of Joker. Now, we've gotten many different names over the years, and I can't recall if we've had this one before, but Jack Oswald White. That is what she says the Joker's name is. Now, that could simply just be the Joker for the Flashpoint universe. The man that should have been Joker if they had died in the alley and not Bruce. But she learned this name from all of those that had been to other Earths, which means that there is a Earth where Joker is Jack White. Is it Earth Zero? Probably not. But then again, it might be. But for me, this has been an absolutely terrific mystery thriller, taking us back into the Flashpoint universe, one of my favorite stories, and just bringing back some classic characters. And I am always happy to see Thomas Wayne, even more excited to have some Martha Wayne. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Flashpoint Beyond, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on in this series. If you would like to support the channel, just started up channel memberships. Much like Patreon, we have 5 different tiers going from $2 to $40. All kinds of perks coming along with it, from having loyalty badges to being able to play video games with me or coming on the channel and being a guest to talk about comics. These monthly memberships will do tremendous help for the channel. If you can't find the join button, be sure to check out the description. You'll find a link to join the channel membership. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.